Okay, the stream has begun. I have a slate. Okay, let's begin. Hello, Jolly Blobfish. Welcome, welcome. I'm a bit late today, but even though I'm late, I am here. Now start, Dauntless, start, you piece of shit. You are early because you cannot stay asleep. I am late because I wish I could be asleep right now. But c'est la vie. That is life. Hello, Jumblum. Elver, good to see you. I hope you're all doing well today. Okay, now, I am late, but that's okay. Very tired today, but still going to entertain you. I am going to make something weird today. So, put up with me for a while. I'm glad you're doing good. Don't forget to like the stream, folks. Quad Chicks, welcome, welcome to the stream. I'm going to put on my chill ASMR style sound. Alright, and you're going to see the stream disappear for a moment. Why? Because I'm going to build something in the background. Which, you know, maybe you guys will get to see in action. But I cannot reveal the build, obviously, because people will steal it. So I'm going to create it in quiet silence. So until then, I hope you will not mind. Please do chill out and wait. We will deliver things very soon. Of course I do. We have the best sword builds in the game. So if you're telling me, do I know a good sword build? Of course. Are you early game or end game? Kawad, because if you're not using an Asian robot build, then I'm afraid you will always have trouble with this game. There's only one type of build that's good, and that's an Asian robot build. Anyone here will attest to it. Isn't that right, my friends? End game, eh? Hello, Renka. Well, I don't know, you'll have to wait and see whether or not it will work with the sword. I might have something in the works, I might have something planned, but you'll have to wait. Endgame sword builds, huh? All you need to do is search on my channel for an endgame sword build, and you will find many of them. But choose the ones after patch 1.80. In fact, here's the one that I recommend getting started with, especially if you're new to Asian robot builds. And after trying this, Kawad, make sure you only use Asian robot builds, because if you don't use an Asian robot build, you're basically trashed here. Welcome to the best and only channel that matters. Sounds good, Zeno. Come, I'm about to go into escalations. You may join me. And of course, any other members can join me. And yes, please feel free to check on my channel for any endgame sword builds. There's plenty after 1.80. What's the max custom slots you can buy? I've got about 18, so you can buy as many as you want. Well, if you want to support a racist company like Dauntless, then yes, you can buy as many as you want. But I have 18. I have 18 of them. Up to you, though. As always, I do not ever recommend spending on this game. And congratulations on your 10 reforges with the hammer, Jolly. Proud of you. But yes, Renka, you will have to wait and see whether one will work with the sword or not. I do have something in the works. Yes, that's good. That's good, Carfeed. Zabby, you're practically married, so.
Yes.
You already got kids with there. All that's left is to have the wedding. Sure, Carfeed, sure.
There's a long and icy pathway before you, Skyscraper. But you are helping my home. So I will help you with what boons I can offer during your
You take your time with
Keep
that.
in touch. These spheres will offer you a little extra protection. Watch
Prestige 289 sounds like they've never touched grass in their life. Or could be that they just don't have any other games to play. It is possible. If you never touch grass and play nothing but Chainblades every day, why wouldn't it be possible? It's easy to get, like, you do realize that if you really, really do it hyper speed and spend lots of bounty coins on the game, it is actually possible to get about 20 reforges per day.
Oh god, imagine, Jesus.
But you would have to like never touch grass and literally play all day. So it is possible. Now let's take a more realistic number. Maybe the guy does 10 reforges a day. In 28 days he'd have 289. So it is very possible to do that. But just that why anyone would want to do that is the only thing. Like you'd have to be some kind of moron.
What's your highest
want to do
prestige in this game?
53, and that's with my Chainblades as well. Yeah.
Mine is 22 with the pike. Chainblades are 2.
And lol, right here says everyone's married as couples and you have nothing. That's okay. You have the robot nation, and also you shall be forever alone by decree of your king. Suffer.
You won't be forever alone, but all in good time, my friend. All in good time.
Yes.
It happens when it's supposed to.
Yeah. To be fair, it will just happen when it's natural for you. There's no sense in worrying about speed or things like this. It's not. This isn't the Dauntless trials. Nobody gives a shit if you're the fastest or the slowest. As long as you are happy at the end. Just as long as you never lose your passion and fire, like the Dauntless developers Rider Heal, you'll be fine. If you do lose your passion and joy, then, well... just don't marry somebody that dresses up in a pirate suit.
Unless, you know, that's what you want.
I don't think anyone would want that, but yes.
Are you telling me if I turned up in a girl's pirate suit, you wouldn't like that at our wedding?
Well, listen, honey. A pirate suit refers to a particular type of individual.
It does?
Yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry. I get it now.
Silly girl. I wouldn't make the reference otherwise.
Then I think it's up to us to, you know, take back pirate suits and make them cool again.
Fuck that, I'm wearing a Sith robe, and so are you.
Yeah.
Pirate suits are pro.
What about that? Maybe a Harry Potter robe. You can go as a Sith Lord, I'll go as a Ravenclaw.
No, we're going as Jedi. Well, Sith.
Take this boon. When you do great injury to your foes, your allies will grow.
What if I want to go as Wonder Woman? Because she dresses like a whore.
Sure, you can do that too, I don't mind. And have confidence, bro. Most girls like a man with confidence. Listen.
Yes.
I am God, so, you know, all I have to say is, oi, be mine, bitch.
Yeah. Well, there was no bitch.
Be mine, bitch.
I mean, it would still work now if you said that. However, at the time, there was no bitch.
Yeah, fair enough. Make piracy great again. Lol, Zabby. No. Piracy died with Johnny Depp.
Yes. Yes, it did.
So, now the only thing left to do...
300 million and 100 alpacas would not make him take that piracy back.
Yep.
I mean, what he has against alpacas, I don't know.
Alpacas. were in that Twilight movie.
No, they weren't.
I sent it to your Discord. There you go. See?
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
Alpacas were totally in that movie.
I can only imagine what you're after sending.
Alpacas were in that movie, see?
Okay, I relent. Alpacas were in the movie.
Told you. Looks just like him.
I won't lie though, those movies are like my guilty pleasure.
Oh god.
They are. I love seeing Bella get the shit knocked out of her in the person.
Okay, as long as I don't have to watch them, I'm fine. You can do whatever you
No,
want.
you don't. It's fine. Or now.
You alpaca.
Right? How have I never seen that meme before?
Because I don't know, it was pretty popular a while back.
I've never seen it. You are the king of memes. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
Oh, fam, you've no idea how many memes I get sent today. I'll keep you free stuff laughing.
I just browse 9gag and like whatever I see I say. Funny, send.
I know, but you've actually never sent me a meme that I've seen or that I haven't found funny. I think it's because we have the same sixth sense.
Yeah. I'll consider it, Bravo. I'll consider it. At some distant point.
Oh god, no, I'm not. No, I don't do chick flicks, Bravo. I do not do chick flicks at all. I fucking hate them. I'm an action
Sid walks
movie.
up to a hot dog stand and says, "Make me one with everything." I don't know, Zavi. What do you think he's trying to imply, honey?
I don't know. I mean, okay, so sometimes, you know, memes do go over my head, so if that's a reference to something I actually don't know.
To be honest, right? The super polite way of thinking about it is the Buddhist meme. Because I'm Buddhist. Buddhists always say, you know, oneness with everything. So they say, if I go up to a hot dog, the Buddhist goes up to a hot dog stand and says, "Make me one with everything." Or he goes to Subway, like, this is a common joke. The other reference is racist.
Okay, but then don't tell me.
No, it's okay. The other reference
How am I
is...
getting lost? Oh, there.
No, you're going the right way. I'm just behind you. The other reference is that if I'm Chinese, right?
Hey.
I go up to a hot dog stand and say, "Make me one with everything."
Okay.
The joke is that Chinese people will eat anything, so the hot dog includes the dog.
Oh.
So
See, I don't know that much about like Buddhism or Chinese culture, so over my head, unfortunately.
it's not racist enough, honey.
Right?
You take a lesson from like all the people on Twitter.
Oh,
You know,
don't
fun
even-
fact.
That's-
I know, they're such an abysmal bunch of people, but have you noticed that people are like, if you gotta lift each other up, yet as soon as you say something they don't like, they want to argue
Oh
against
god,
you.
yeah. Oh
It's like-
god, yeah.
You know, that's why like I love to just like laugh at people. And yesterday, right, so I'll tell you guys this joke. Yesterday, this one guy was very upset at me because I said that I said on Twitter, how the hell do you ever feel anxiety going live? I don't feel any anxiety going live because you know what? This is my job. I love it. And then, you know, I was talking with somebody else and they said that, you know, like they know this full-time streamer that always feels anxious about going live. Like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, fair enough, you know, but sounds like a them problem because if you're a successful full-time streamer, you'd be making money every time you're going live. Why would you ever feel nervous?
If you're doing it full time
Yeah.
and you're
And
still feeling
and you're
anxious about it,
anxious
then,
about it,
then
like
why-
maybe you should quit your
why are
fucking
you
job. Like why? Why do you feel anxious about it? Like it's such a, you know, and forgive me for saying this, but that's such a loser thing to do. It sounds like you're a total fucking loser.
Personally, I wouldn't go that far. However, what I will say is, if you have quit your real life job to do streaming, and streaming is like your dream job, then it should be the least anxious thing in the world.
Yeah, and also, like I said, if you're successful, you're experiencing success. You're feeding your family full time off it. There's no greater dream.
Even if you're not successful and you're okay for money, and you're not stressed about money, then that's even less reason to be anxious. But I mean, if you're worried about money and you've gone full time, then it's not. Now is not the time for you to go full time.
No,
You know what I mean?
like, I think just within the context of that situation, the guy's successful. All right, he's full time, so that means he's obviously making enough to feed his family off it. Why would you feel anxious? Like the only thing I'm anxious about, like I said, the only thing I'm anxious about is not making enough money to feed my family. You know,
Yeah.
days when I don't get donations
That doesn't
and
make you
super
anxious
chats.
to hit the like
No,
button.
it doesn't make me anxious to hit the like button. It makes me anxious to not make money. So the days when I don't get anything, you know, I have to think to myself. I have to be like, okay, you know, maybe I need to work a little harder, or get shit together. You know.
Only time I've ever really seen you be anxious is if something's happened and you've had to take a couple of days off, or you're not well, and you're kind of like wrestling with
Yeah,
yourself.
because
whether
I
to do or whether
need
not to.
because I need to be doing it every single day in order to make any money. You know. So like that's why you know I don't mind going that far and just saying it straight to these people's faces. You know, if you're feeling anxious about hitting a live button, then this isn't the job for you. You know, quit.
Yeah.
Because no matter how successful you are, oh, I'm struggling with anxiousness. Oh, fuck you, you're a loser. Like, why would anyone want to watch you?
Or get to
you
the
know?
root of your anxiety and stop blaming it on streaming. Because if you're anxious because you have to stream and yet you want streaming to be your full-time job, like you said,
Yeah.
and no shade to anyone, but then that's not the job for you.
Exactly. You need to find something
Shouldn't
that
be
you
anxious.
can do. You should never be
Like the
anxious to
job-
do a job.
The job that I do, my friend recently quit because she really didn't like the job, and it was literally affecting her mental health, and she was so anxious, and not, like she'd wake up nauseous every morning.
Yeah, it's kind of like me with accounting.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not right. Like that's just not right for you. So she ended up quitting, and
Yeah.
like she is
Like-
she is 10 times better.
Yeah, exactly. No, because she
However,
was
I
good at
don't-
her job, and like same with me.
Yeah.
I was good at my accounting job, but it just wasn't right for me because I knew waking up every morning and I'm hating myself doing this. I'm like, nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'd rather be broke as shit and just do streaming. And even if I'm barely making ends meet, Sid thinks to himself, do I need to take my shirt off again? Dude, I'd take my shirt off anytime for the money, man. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I can make ends meet just by taking my shirt off every month, I fucking do it. You know, I just don't mind. I'll fucking do it. Because that is just how it is. You know?
I mean,
Hell,
look,
I'd
your
sell
shirt
my
off,
Gamer Boy water if I could, dude. Like, I would do anything like that because it doesn't
Sell little
bother
vials
me.
of your own sweat.
Okay, no, that's actually gross. The bath water, fine, but sweat, no way. But
I'd buy
anyway,
it.
you can taste it direct from the source if you want, but
No,
anyway,
I know, but I'd still buy it. You know.
Okay, sure. Now it's just you know, these people. I think like you know, a lot of these people, they just don't understand how this works, and furthermore, they'll say stuff like, you know, like there's a lot of entitlement. I feel, you know, and I don't want to go head to head with them about this, but like, you know, a lot of them say. You'll notice they use language like I deserve this, I deserve that, like I deserve
God.
success. Why
No.
would you deserve anything? This is why I said it early in the stream. Nobody deserves.
Why do you deserve success?
And nobody deserves shit. You earn it. You know,
Exactly.
either you earn it or you don't. And there's nobody that's gonna hand it to you. There's no, like, you know.
It all comes down to
And
entitlement, my
as
friend.
much as I love Eminem, you know, he got lucky. He got lucky that Dr. Dre pulled him out of his trailer.
But again, I don't think that it was a case of he got lucky, yet he found his break. But he worked hella hard.
No, he did.
To get
he did.
noticed by
But
someone.
if he didn't get noticed by Dr. Dre, he would still
Yeah.
be probably putting in effort for another 3, 4, 5 years, and maybe
Yeah.
he wouldn't even get anywhere. You know, so he got his lucky break. But for a lot of us, we can't bank on the lucky break coming because you never know whether it's gonna come or not. The only thing you can do is hunker down and make sure you actually make some money and like try to do the best you can with whatever you can. You know, that's how it is. You know, you gotta prepare yourself for it, because there's gonna be lean months, there's gonna be good months, there's gonna be, you know, it's business. It's part of a business.
Yeah.
You know? It's gonna be unforeseen circumstances, like my PC suddenly conking out. Thankfully, it was a planned expenditure. You know.
Oh.
Like there's just a lot that will go on and will continue to go on, and that's just part and parcel of the whole thing. You know. And I think that many people just don't understand how hard it can be to actually make any money. How hard it is to actually like.
I think that's the difference too. I think like your frame of mind going into something really affects how well you do at something. Because if you go into something brand new and you have this overwhelming attitude of I'm going to get this because I deserve it, because you know I'm entitled to this is mine, you're never going to get it. You're going to forever be seeking it. Because people are just going to see that as, oh my god, this dude, he is the shit, and he's really not. Like, whereas
exactly.
if you're humble about it and you work hard, people are more likely to stop and watch, because they think here's a normal humble dude doing what we all want to do and having a good time.
I think that for me, I've discovered that there is a strong balance between the outright humbleness and also the sort of persona that we portray. Because if you're too humble, you know, no, definitely never entitled, but also I think I have very much gone past the point of like, you know, humbleness. Like I'm always grateful, don't get me wrong, and I always like stay humble about my position in the world, because, you know, I'm very realistic about that. But at the same time, I'm also not going to I'm not going to like be over subservient, you know, because there's no reason for me to. Like, I know what I'm worth. I have a good product, and you know, I think I can keep going with it. Then that is what I've got to do, you know.
People, I think the difference with you is you understand a stream persona. Because anybody who is here now, who knows you from like just chatting on Discord or just chatting in real life, know that, you know, you do have a stream persona, and that
I do.
Excuse me for saying, and I mean this in the most genuine, kindest way possible, but your egotistical persona that you have on stream is not who you are in real life.
yeah, I know. But like for me, that is in a way not only like, you know, part of the show, but it's also like a shield, because I feel that at times, you know, when you bring out that side of yourself, it adds a little more weight and authority. And to me, I think one of the hardest things to maintain control over, and what I've seen, at least from doing a lot of the streaming, is that sometimes maintaining authority over people, because as your following and as, you know, your art grows, there's going to be more and more people around, you know, and some people who think, you know, like they can talk shit, or, you know, some people who, you know, they mean well, you know, but they're really just not mature enough to understand that certain things that I say are a joke or things like that.
Yeah.
You know, it all comes down to the fact that, like, you look, that is a thing, and like I think that if I at least put on the persona of authority, ego, and confidence, then it makes it easier for me to also assert dominance when the situation calls for it. And for me, that's a very important part of the process, because if you
that's
don't,
not part of the reason, I guess, I stopped streaming too. It wasn't that I didn't like streaming, I did, but I'm not dominant in that way, and so I would try and talk things out with people. And I found I spent a lot of time then talking on stream and not playing games, and I found that quite stressful. Because if I was laughing and joking around, there was always someone who got offended, and then you spend the rest of your time trying to explain why you're not being offensive, or how what you said isn't offensive, it's just facts. Because there's always someone who's going to be fucking offended.
I know.
And then when you start taking off and your channel started getting bigger, and I was modding your channel all the time. Like that was my perfect out, because it just and that's the thing. Streaming just isn't for everybody, and you have to recognize maybe it's just not for. It wasn't for. I loved it. I had a great time doing it while I did it, but it's just not for me. Full time, no way, just not for me.
Yeah, and also it just comes down to the fact that like anything anybody says, you know, people like who want to disagree with you will try and find a way to disagree with you. Like,
yeah, of course, no matter what you do or say, they'll find a way to disagree.
Yeah, which is why like at some points you just have to just like not give a fuck and just realize that you know you can say and do whatever you want, like within reason, of course, based on the terms of service, but you can quite realistically do whatever you want. Like today, just as an example, you know, I mentioned it on stream, like I choose not to support Dauntless because, well, they choose to support somebody racist, and that's just not on my agenda as an Asian man who is affected by that. Now, somebody had mentioned that, you know, I've been here from the beginning and I want to support Dauntless because I think they've got a great game. Sure, I mean, go ahead. Nobody's gonna stop you. Nobody's gonna say anything to you. And indeed, no one did, because nobody gives a fuck. Like, if you know, like that statement to me was like literally. Oh, thanks, Abby. Appreciate that. You got 2 challenges. Challenge me to rap anything. Let's go. 2 challenge raps. But, you know, it's coming back to that point, you know, while let Zabby think about what he wants to challenge me on. Like, to me, sometimes I feel like people, you know, when I say certain things, people will always come back with something like that because they just want to, like, either pick a fight with me or they just want to get a reaction out of me. But I'm not going to give them that because I really don't care. You want to throw good money after bad, then that's on you, man. That's on you. That's on you if you want to do that. Like, it doesn't affect me. My business stays the same. And to be quite frank, Space Punks is getting some good attention. It doesn't have a big following now because it's only on PC, but you know, I'm definitely gonna be one of the first creators on it, and I'm gonna secure my position right now because Space Punks, believe me, that's the next big thing. Especially once it gets console played, because although it's a grindy ass game, you know, in much in the same vein of Dauntless, it's very grindy. It's super grindy, but I don't have to hunt something specific to get my grind on. I just have to do a specific activity, and the activity is different each time because the objective's different. And playing in a team with friends, you can take your time to enjoy the map, explore everything, you know. Like, if they introduce private hunts, or you can like do stuff privately with friends, I think that'll be like basically the most amazing thing ever, you know.
Yeah. I think the world is just full of people these days who forget that you have to work to accomplish something.
Yep.
That your accomplishments don't just get handed to you.
Definitely.
Or that you can't just pay for an accomplishment and be good at what you said you're accomplished at.
No, you can't. Like,
life just doesn't work that way.
Like another example that I'll give in a little while, you know, because I think you're absolutely right, Kaz. And you know, probably just to answer chat also, you're right, because you know, I don't think many people would want to support. I don't think many people will want to support the kind of game that would choose to, you know, hang around with people that, you know, technically don't really belong in a healthy community, but rather they belong back on Reddit or 4chan or meme websites where that kind of racist talk is acceptable. But instead, you know, like talking about video game community that may have players from all around the world, you can't really have that. You know, it's about who you
do you know what does it
trust.
for me? Do you know what does it for me? And I know I've said this to you before, but if you're someone who has a high position within a game, like a Ramsguard, then regardless of the amount of creators there are out there, you need to be impartial.
Yeah.
If someone comes to you with a build and you don't like a specific person, when you're in a public space, you have to be impartial.
That's true.
And you know, you can have your own personal feelings about them and maybe speak about them that way in private, but not in a space where there are literally thousands of other people.
Yeah.
Because that's not okay. You might turn some people away from the streamer that you're talking about, but what you're showing is how fucking salty you are and how mad you are. And to me, that's all that other person did.
Yeah.
To show people genuinely.
I think it just brought more people to my channel. So exactly. And in a way, he killed his own content. and drove more people to me, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Community rap, no problem. Zavi, one more choice. So, because you got each tenor is a challenge. So, think about the next challenge, and I'll happily do that community rap. And yeah, let me rap about the community right now, and then I'll await your second challenge. Let's do this. Let me see, what do I have?
Podremos nuestra historia comentar dos solitarios.
What I'll say right now, talking about this community stuff, yeah. Okay, I was a kid that was coming up straight from the streets. See, I knew I would get my own come up, but I had to work hard, cause that would be something that I needed to do if I wanted to make my own pathway in this world. But then I had to realize that I could not do it all on my own. So I thought to myself, who would I have if not for the ones that guard my throne? Yeah. So I started talking to people, and without that communication, I would probably be all alone in a tower, polishing my own steeple. Yo, listen, I know I use that rhyme a lot, but I gotta say, if not for the ones around me, that would be my play, and it would be a sad one, cause we wouldn't have the people that are here today. What's up, Lady Neo? Good morning. I like the fact that all of you are around me, even if you find this game boring. Quite frankly, I gotta say, you guys are all amazing. So, for all of you in the Robot Nation, just know that I'm thankful. Alright? From the core of my heart, you guys are the ones that put me to the start. And if not for you, I would not even cross that starting line. I may be barely in this race, but you guys are the heart of mine, who pump the blood through the body and make sure I get a good time. Alright? And I just hope I can return one back to you, because without this community I wouldn't be anywhere. You guys are just so amazing, and I honestly don't really have much else that I can say, but I hope that I can swing the last part of this freestyle to word all the lovely people that make it matter. Yeah. Jumblum, Zavi, Uzumaki, Bravo, Lady Neo, Kazmanta, everybody who is always here. Zeno,
Yeah.
thanks to you guys, I have no fear. I love every single one of y'all. Without y'all, I would not be standing tall. Without y'all, this wouldn't be happening at all. So let me just say one more time for the crowd. You guys are the ones that make me this way, and I would not be able to do a damn thing if you didn't keep me alive enough to play. So that's my thanks going out to all y'all. And Zavi says the second challenge is rap or sing for Kaz. Sure.
Whoa.
Sure. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a free for profit alternative rock alternative rock song type music. All right, and this is gonna be terrible, honey. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm always I prefer creepy ass beats and just making creepy shit, because it's what works best for me. So thank you very much, Zavi, for those two challenges. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, I also said that I tell another little story, okay? But I'm gonna do that while we go into the next escalation. On Twitter, there's this group of people that's always doing like these cash giveaways. They proclaim to be all about mental health and all that kind of other weird stuff and whatever. And they're always giving away money. Oh, this gets 500 retweets, I'll give you about $100. Give away $100 by Cash App. And that's how they get people into their stupid ass group. I'm actually ashamed to say I know the people behind this. And I look at that and I say, and they're always embroiled with drama. People are like, oh, you're so fake. You're only picking the people who support and like giving cash. Then the person's like, no, I'm giving away for my own money. Blah, 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 blah. No. People can see what you're doing. It's a hustle. And once they believe you're all about a pyramid scheme, they're gonna catch on. And eventually, even if it's not true, you're just gonna be embroiled in so much drama that you're not gonna want it. Like you're gonna block half the world? People are always going to have something to say about you. You're always going to be embroiled in that. How is that a life? You know, fame is not something you can pay your way to. Respect is not something you can pay for. And nobody's going to respect you if you just throw money around. Because all you are to them is the next bottle of whiskey, the next can of beer, the next six-pack, the next meal. Hey, thank you guys for enjoying that. You know, like, and you know, this is something I just want to express to people because it's just so important. Many people just don't get it, you know. Everybody always tries to do like giveaways. It's not wrong to do giveaways to give back to your audience, but like that's something you should do when your business is sustainable, and it's not something that should be like an every day on your stream or every week on your thing, because then what are people watching you for? Are they watching you for you, or are they watching you because you know you pay them to watch you, you know?
Well, that's the thing. You should be giving away because you want to give back to your community.
Yeah.
It should never be the next 50 people who follow me, I'm going to give something away. No.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
gaining from it. It shouldn't be that at all.
Hey, Zabi, you throwing money at me is how I feed my family. So yes, please throw more money at me. Thank you. Appreciate it. But, you know, what I'm going to say is that, like, as the streamer, assuming that you want to do this full time, what are you going to do? Keep giving people money to watch you? Because they're not watching you for you and they don't care about you. And they're never gonna care about you because all you are is a potential little lottery to them. So they'll stick around, you know, or you know they'll just say I'm here lurking, and then when they don't win, they'll say but I'm always lurking. Or they'll try to make their presence known here and there, you know. They'll try and get in good with all your people, but they'll be on their phone or doing something, or you know they'll be doing their own background work. Why should they care about you if the only reason for them to watch you is that you're giving away stuff? Is that to me is not healthy, and I'm ashamed to say a lot of streamers do it. A lot of streamers like, oh, I've been blessed this month, so I want to bless somebody else, blah, 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 blah. And if people are only watching you because you do that, then that's not life at all. For me, like I said, and I've talked about this before, I too will do giveaways, but only once I reach a certain income level. Once I'm comfortably making 3K a month, I'll be doing giveaways on a weekly basis. That's a promise, because, you know, not only will I be covering my expenses, I'll be saving for the future as well, and I feel that a portion of that, once I reach that level and that tier, should be given back to the community, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's the promise that I've set for myself, but until I actually get to that level, sustainably with my videos and whatnot, which is going to take a long time, I know, but until I get to that level, you know, like, I can't do that, and that, you know, is why I have to focus so hard on content, because I know that the only way I'm going to get people to watch me is if I have genuinely good content. And taking that pathway helped me to see that this was in fact the right way to do streaming. I learned that this was the right way to do streaming because I realized that, oh shit, at least this way the people who are watching me are actually enjoying my content. They're actually seeing me for who I am as a person and enjoying what I have to bring to the table and what I can share with them rather than what I'm giving to them, you know? And that became so important. And I think again that this is why a lot of people may not agree with many of my ideals when it comes to live streaming and whatnot, but I can always guarantee to everybody here that I'll always be truthful about what I say, you know? Mm-hmm. Because that truth is too important to not to like, you know, just let it sit there, because I don't want what I would hate the most would be for somebody, you know, around us to like get fooled by these false ideas, because I was fooled by them when I first got into streaming. And you know what? One thing I regret, one thing I always thought about and regretted, there was this one time when we were on Mixer, right? And somebody made this big drama about this person. I think they were called Bad Bunny TV or whatever, because they complained that nobody had donated to stream in an hour or something, and somebody took a very unflattering clip of them saying that. And a lot of us at the time who were streamers said, you know, I'd be thankful if anyone donated at all, but that was because I was having that small streamer mentality, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I realized maybe I was too hasty to judge this.
Oh no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't. You definitely weren't too hasty to judge that person. She was a downright fucking idiot.
Okay, fair enough. But you know what I think right now. The way I see it is because the reason why I say maybe I was too hasty to judge is because now, granted, there are differences. That person obviously has certain advantages, which I'm not going to talk about. But I see a lot of, in a way, and I cannot argue semantics about this because this is genuinely true. I see a lot of similarities because I recognize that what I provide, Dauntless-wise, is a service. It is a service in terms of knowledge, information, things like that. And I do expect some degree of compensation. Now, I'll never force anyone to donate. I'm certainly not going to complain, oh, I didn't get a donation today. I'll like...
Oh, that's the thing. You provide a service, sweetheart. She didn't.
Yeah. And that's fair. But, I find myself...
Literally sat on her screen all day, just talking. Not about anything specific. Wasn't offering anything to anybody in any way, shape, or form. And expected people to pay for it. So...
No.
That's why
I get that. I get that. But again, you see, this is where, like, what happened to that person could, in a twisted fashion, also happen to me, because maybe somebody may not like that I provide a service, and they might say, oh, well, other creators do it for free. That's in fact why I got my hairs up one time when a lot of people, when a particular person came to us and said, oh, you've got channel membership. I don't. Well, duh, because I need to receive compensation for what I do. Otherwise, how am I going to feed my family? How am I going to,
But the thing is, if you look at most big YouTubers, they all have channel memberships. They all have Patreon. They all have websites or text services. They all have a paid-for service. And, I mean, if those services are out there to be utilised and you want to create a good business, then utilise the services that are available to you.
Exactly.
The monetization is there for you.
You have to monetize, because otherwise you cannot keep pursuing your passion, because nobody can survive on air. Unless you're telling me that I have truly transcended Buddhist enlightenment and tomorrow I can live off air, then sure. If I never need it,
unless you're a secret millionaire.
Yeah, if I never need food again, then sure guys, I'll provide for free. But that's exactly why, like, sometimes I think that many people have the wrong idea or the wrong mentality, because you never expect donations, sure, but to an extent I also have to treat this like a business. If I'm not getting enough, then I have to shut down operations, plain and simple. That's just how it works. A store will shut down if there aren't enough customers, so I have to make sure I've got enough customers. So to an extent I do have to, like, advertise the fact that yes, there are paid services here, and if you choose to utilize them, then of course you are treated better than those that don't subscribe to that. We don't
appreciate everybody. Of course we do.
We do.
However, it's the same. Like, if you have someone who is paying for a service and they're paying for a full service, obviously they're going to be treated, and I don't mean, because this is going to sound awful, but obviously they're going to be treated a bit better, because if you have someone who's only coming, I'm sorry, because this sounds, again, it probably sounds entitled or something, I don't know, but and it's with any job. Like, if you have someone who is, using something for free, it may not be as of high quality, you may not receive, extra benefits, or, I mean, that's a standard, like, if you're taking a free service, maybe the quality, I mean, the quality for you is always...
Listen, honey, I'll take over here, because I think it's better if I express it this way. Rather than trying to struggle with trying to explain it, I'll just say it plain and simple. People have to pay if they want to keep the channel alive. That's what it is. All right, end of story. People have to pay to keep this channel alive. And
my point is, it's not that we don't appreciate
I know,
don't pay.
And we get that, and I completely understand that as well. The thing is that, like, I don't think we need to also, like, in a way, bend over backwards to say that we appreciate everybody, because people should know that already. And in fact, they should know that I appreciate them from the simple fact that I'm already giving them tons of builds, tons of content for free. I'm playing a game that has long since gotten boring and absolutely, like, you know, in a way, and I'm sorry to have to say this about Dauntless, but in a way it's almost worthless to me, because what is the point of playing this stupid game where I already have everything and I don't need to grind for anything? Like, the only reason I'm here is to continue to provide information and to continue to assist people. That is dedication, and basically the people who experience and enjoy this for free are enjoying it off the back of those who are paying for content.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get to.
And because of that, you know, I do treat it like a business. So those who have the membership badges, those who donate frequently, are in the top supporters list, they're treated as very special because they're the only ones that are genuinely believing in me enough to keep me up and running. Without them, nothing happens. Without them, this channel goes under tomorrow. Tomorrow it closes without these people. You know?
Right, I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. And that's why, like, I never try to, you know, you're absolutely right about that, Bravo. That's why I never try and, like, demand it, because to be fair, I'm not entitled to anyone's money. If they think I'm worth a tip, they'll leave one there. If I'm not worth it, they won't. Or maybe some people can't afford that, because quite frankly, I've been broke. I know what it's like to be broke. In fact, I'm still broke almost every single month because, you know, like the extra spare that I get, you know. Tell you what, Zabi, I'll give you one when I make it big. Okay? Guaranteed. Alright? But basically, whatever I make each month, I pay the bills, and then like whatever's left over is literally what I put into goals, or maybe I try and get a sponsorship for a game and stuff like that. And that's just how it is, because that paycheck, enough, that's it. And then I reinvest in the business. You know, that's why I would like say, okay, I need this DLC, fine, I better do something to earn it, and maybe some kind soul will you know, throw a little cash at me so I can get it. You know, that's how it is. You know, because this channel does not make enough to sustain anything on ad revenue alone. Ad revenue is unsustainable. I'm just gonna be honest about that. I won't reveal the figure for my ad revenue, but it's definitely not a living wage. It's like 1/5 of a living wage. You know, so it's that bad. That's why, like, we live off the kindness and donation of most people, and you know, that's why revenue is so important, no matter what. And I think a lot of streamers and people are in this industry are, you know, people tend to make you feel bad for needing all that stuff, but then do you make the fast food worker feel bad? In fact, most people make fun of the fast food worker for taking such a so-called low-skill job or whatever to feed his family, but I'm still proud of that person, because at least they're working, at least they're putting in labor hours, even if they're not getting much pay. You know, they're still providing a service. They're better than somebody who doesn't work at all, or somebody who just happens to have, say, a husband with a high-paying job, and then using all that money to fund their career of fame and, you know, getting drunk off that. No, you know, I'm just honestly, I'm just not down with those kinds of people.
Sullivan Lee subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Like, we built this channel off the back of labor, honest hard labor, consistent, persistent effort, the amount of work that we put in every single time, and, you know, continuously just trying to reach the hearts and minds of people, and that I think should never be faulted. And, you know, a lot of people just don't understand why I would say the things that I do, because quite frankly, you know, the reason I feel strongly about this, it's not a rant, Escalon. And in fact, you know, you call it a rant, I will slap the shit out of you and reach to the computer and slap the shit out of you. I'm giving you good life advice. Pay attention. Because other streamers aren't going to talk about this kind of shit. Other streamers are just going to entertain you, and then you literally, like, leave being stupid. Right? Never call it a rant. Think. This is what I encourage my people to do. Yeah, Bravo actually timed him out. Sorry about that. I wasn't actually intending on you actually getting a timeout, but whatever. The thing is, you know, think. Every day that I'm here in front of you guys and I speak to the crowd, I don't just provide you game information. I provide you life advice, because to me, you guys are my audience, but also in a way my family. And the things that I learn and have experienced, I want to communicate, because I believe it is important. Not everybody will be down with my ideals, and I don't really care whether they are or not. because it's still my duty to speak the truth no matter what. And I'll always speak that truth. And the truth is, you know...
The cat just walked out of my room looking hella dodgy.
Lol. Okay. Yeah, the truth is that, you know, businesses have to function, and, you know, you just have to accept that. And, you know, if people want to keep enjoying entertainment, then they need to pony up, because if they can't, then, you know, they can't really blame anybody for, you know, denying them that service, because the service costs money to run, you know. But at the very least, I'm not like a lot of other people. I don't run members only streams. No, every stream is accessible. Every video is accessible. Only some very minor services are members only, and even that, you know, I wish I could do more, you know. But at the end of the day, that's just what it has to be if you want to function, if you want to survive, you know. I'm not out here doing subathons or whatnot, you know.
I hate subathons.
Oh, yeah, I know, and a lot of streamers take home a lot of money for that, but you know who wins more? Twitch wins even more. You know, so I'll never make fun of somebody for you know, doing what they want to do. You know, they're doing it in their own way. They're happy on Twitch, you know, whatever. But I'll never do a subathon. For me, my events are thank you. Like this Friday, for those of you that don't know, it's gonna be another all-day stream event, 29th April. That is to thank people for helping me achieve the Yeti microphone goal. You know,
yeah.
we're gonna do that. But you know, we don't do subathons or stuff like that, because why would I bother, like, forcing people to pay just to keep me live? I don't believe that that's good. You know. And every job is definitely hard in its own way, Matt. You're right about that.
Of course it is. Everyone is always. You're constantly navigating.
Yep. Okay, and to be fair, ladies and gents, that actually brings us to the lovely end of our stream, because it is now 6 p.m. I will always try and give lessons where I can, Matt, because for me it's always very important to communicate. Yeah, I mean, it's fast, Jumblum.
But it was a grind.
It was a grind, and you know, we're gonna keep grinding. That's why we do it every day, because to me, honestly, that's not fast enough. I want to be at 20k even faster, you know. But like, I have to have patience as well, because I can't force it. You know, I have to work hard at it. Yeah, see you later, Lady Neo. And how about paying to keep your shirt off? I mean, sure, Savvy, I don't mind that, dude. Listen, I'll take money for damn near everything, man.
So very quick, later on, when you look at this, can you resend me that friend request, because it disappeared on me last night and I can't find it.
You might want to post it in Discord. It might be easier.
Well,
yeah, that way she can see the message no matter what. But just in case you couldn't hear that because Discord cut out a bit, Lady Neo, Kaz wants you to resend her the friend request on Tiny Tina's, because she wasn't able to accept it. Yeah? Alright. Ladies and gents, we will see you later in the evening for more shenanigans. We hope you will enjoy your day. I'll see you this evening. Already yawning. Alright, take care, everyone. You know, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate your presence. Zavi, thank you very much for the super chat. It means a lot to feed the fam. And thank you all. Thank you all for being amazing, beautiful individuals. I will see you all this evening, okay? Peace out. Y'all have a good one. All right, we love y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being who you are. We'll see you later.
see you later.